You're not as free as you think. And the unsettling part isn't that someone is controlling you. It's that whatever is controlling you doesn't need force, and doesn't even need to be seen. Most people never notice the moment their choices stop being their own, because it feels natural, normal, comfortable. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why that's exactly the point. Throughout history, power has evolved. It moved from violence to authority to something far more effective. Today, the most powerful systems don't tell you what to do. They shape what feels reasonable to do. And once you understand how this works, you'll start noticing it everywhere. In workplaces, social groups, online spaces, and even in the thoughts you assume are yours. Most people believe freedom is having options. But real freedom isn't about how many choices you have. It's about who decides which choices are available in the first place. Psychologists have known this for decades. People rarely resist control when it's disguised as preference. When you choose what was designed for you to choose, your brain registers freedom, even when autonomy is missing. And that illusion is incredibly powerful. Force creates resistance. Fear creates compliance. But normalization creates loyalty. The most effective systems don't threaten you into obedience. They reward you for conformity. They make obedience feel responsible, mature, socially acceptable, and resistance feel strange, risky, immature. No one needs to silence dissent when dissent already feels uncomfortable. Your brain is wired to conserve energy. Questioning systems takes effort. Accepting norms does not. So your mind constantly asks one question: what is everyone else doing? Because historically, blending in meant survival. Today, that same instinct means something else entirely. It means most people outsource their thinking to whatever appears popular, safe, or widely accepted. And they do it without realizing it. Every society runs on invisible rules. Rules no one votes on. Rules no one announces. Rules you're punished for breaking, without ever being told they exist. Things like what success should look like, what opinions are acceptable, what kind of life is considered normal. Once these rules are internalized, enforcement becomes automatic. People correct themselves. The most advanced form of control is self-control. Not discipline, but self-policing. When people begin monitoring their words, their curiosity, their questions, to avoid discomfort or rejection. At that point, power no longer needs to intervene. The system runs itself. Intelligence does not protect you from this. In fact, intelligence often makes it worse. Because smart people are better at rationalizing, justifying, explaining away discomfort. Instead of asking, why does this feel wrong? They ask, why does this make sense? That answer is far more unsettling. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The moment you start seeing these patterns, life becomes quieter, but heavier. You notice how often people repeat ideas they didn't examine. How rarely systems are questioned. How resistance is framed as irresponsibility. Awareness doesn't make you powerful overnight. It makes you isolated. And that's why most people unconsciously avoid it. Most people don't remain controlled because they're weak. They remain controlled because the alternative is uncertainty. Questioning the system means risking social friction, losing familiar identities, standing without validation. And for the human brain, belonging often feels safer than truth. So people stay. Not because they're forced, but because leaving feels dangerous. The goal isn't rebellion. It's awareness. The moment you recognize how norms are constructed, how consent is manufactured, how control hides inside comfort, you regain something subtle but powerful. Choice. No loud choice. No dramatic choice. Quiet, internal choice. In the next video, we're going deeper. Because once you understand how control works, the real question becomes, why do people defend the very systems that limit them? That answer is far more unsettling.